the fact that the last thing we did was kill the Murder King, who killed a bunch of people outside their time. She was happy about killing him. But yeah, she just tries to keep the group above ground, and it's very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, we've
Because
lost a
Mal
lot
likes
of.
to throw a bunch of shit at us.
Yeah, there
We
have been
can't say no to anything.
yeah, there have been a lot of deaths in this, but it's because it's based on Greek mythology. Death is never really the end, right? That's not kind of what's led us here. Is they're part of what they're all trying to do is they're trying to go to the underworld to save one of their friends to bring the soul back. So yeah, that is Sophia. And last but not, what I'll do is I'll describe. So Tell Moon is Jason's not here tonight, but he's playing because he's going to be pivotal tonight. He's playing like a satyr, like Nikki, who is has more of a side of his face is slightly disfigured because he had like this awful thing that happened to him. So he has this metal side of his face where they kind of were able to reconstruct the bone, and he has like a one red eye and kind of a twisted, gnarled horn that was broken from this like fight he was in with this monstrosity, this chimera. But he has these two blades, and both of these blades are sentient. They talk to him, and those blades are passed down to him. One is his blade, and one was his father's blade. One was his father's blade, one was his grandfather's blade. And he has brought them here tonight to Mount Nykthos to have them blessed by Iroas, the god of victory. If we were looking on the table, he would be this fellow here, this little satyr here, who with his shield up. And so that's his character. He's not here tonight. Jason's not here. Jason's a riot if he was here. And then we also have Josh, who's not here tonight, who is playing this character here, who is this giant minotaur, who is a bronze. He's essentially like made of bronze. So think of like the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz, but as a minotaur with a bull's head, a man like that, and made of bronze. And that minotaur hates all minotaurs, all real minotaurs, and wants to kill them all. Has problems with them on sight. That's the only thing. And is a zealot for his god, the god of the forge. And last but not least, Eddie, why don't you tell us about who you're playing here?
Yeah, so Moby is, I guess if you picture Moby, think of like a chimpanzee with like wings, like bat wings, wearing like a nice leather
Leather vest?
Vest.
Yeah.
Little trinkets kind of jingling around when he moves. And
I love when you do that, by the way.
I don't know why I said that, but I did every time.
It's an Eddie play. You do it a lot. You're like, hey.
It's still very jingly. He just really joined the crew recently, just after the world of Theros exploded. I was found kind of inside the ship, and really, so I'm a rogue. I have kind of a because I used to sort of not steal, I was gathering trinkets with my sister in the world of Theros, and unfortunately one of them had kind of cast a curse on me based on an amulet that I found, and has led to giving me some weird abilities. And that's I'm just trying to be part of. I like being part of the team, and just trying to figure out where I fit.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie. There's also Colin, who's not here tonight, who's playing Persis. Persis is a fish person, think of a person with gills on the neck, kind of an aqua blue color, skin color. Persis is actually the of this band of crazy crew. She is the captain. They have we forgot to tell you, they have a flying ship. They fly around in space on, right? So they have a flying pirate ship that's shaped like a hammerhead shark. If it couldn't get any more strange, that's this crew. And so that's it in a nutshell. So with all of that, we are actually going to start some role playing. This also in addition to you being here, Sabrina, tonight, this is also how it is when we haven't played in a while, since the holidays and New Year's. So it's just taking a little bit longer to get everybody kind of caught up and kind of getting back into the headspace, because we usually play every 2 weeks, but it's probably been a full month, maybe a month. It's been 2 months almost. Month. Yeah, it's been a whole month at least. So yeah, that's why we took a little bit more time to catch up with each other, But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. After some extensive shopping, most of this you have all said, but I'll share a few things. In preparing for the dangers of the underworld, the bullies set off on a journey to save their fallen friends and the world. On the way, Telmoon shares an assignment that was asked of him by his blades, Illumination and Cacophony. The bullies agree to find the shrine dedicated to the weapons, and since Mount Cure, which is where they're supposed to be dedicated, is no more, they decide to go to Nykthos, the one place that has all of the shrines of all of the gods. And as they go there, we spend time with watching the group, all of them, for the first time, actually seeing the Bronze Bullies kind of humble themselves and provide some form of reverence to this god Iroas, the god of victory, right? Everyone has their own way of doing that at the altar. But at the end of the day, hoping, praying that they will get a blessing so that whatever's supposed to happen between these two swords will happen. These clouds, they see this light flourishes beyond these like heavy mist, and through it they see the light shining, and they see the silhouette of that centaur-like god Iroas as he rears up, shield in one hand, spear in the other, matching the statue that is in the actual shrine that they are in. And then that big silhouette converges down, almost like when the light hits it just wrong and you realize it's not big, it's actually small. And there's a person, and they walk through, and it's not Iroas, it's actually that bitch-ass Medios in his white golden armor, his platinum blonde hair, his kind of asshole-ish smirk. The brother of Proxenos, who we all love and adore, who is no more, but we have Medios here, is back from the grave, but standing before you. And the one thing he muttered before the session ended was expecting someone else, and that's kind of where we like smash to black. So we're gonna pick up from there right now. We all should be able to hear music.
Just to clarify, is that what happened after we did what we needed to do to bless the swords?
Yes.
We got a person?
You got a person. You got
If you glance over at Telmoon, are his swords noticeably different looking?
Nope. And Telmoon looks pissed. I'm sure Telmoon sat there and is not happy at all to see Medios. Because Jason was not happy to see Medios at the end of that game. So, let me go back here a little bit. So, Medios stands before you. His armor looks pristine, white and gold. He's adorned. The armor's adorned in the symbols of both Heliod and Iroas. If not for that peculiar mustache on his upper lip, he would look awesome, right? Freed from the marks of battle, his body and his armor is renewed, and he radiates with a glowing aura. Doves gracefully emerge, dispersing from the clouds behind him, almost in slow motion in this dreamlike state. He wields this long double-edged blade that's fashioned the likeness, the hilt is fashioned the likeness of Iroas symbol with the 2 wings up and 2 wings down as the handguard. While in his other hand, strangely, he has this mismatched, flimsy wooden shield. The sassiest of the bronze bullies, Telmoon. Iroas has heard your call, but he requires a test, for he's not fully satisfied with the bully's valor. And then suddenly, Medios is cut off, and through the clouds you hear, "And while you have honored me in my shrine in an acceptable manner, there is one and only one way to show your true respect for the god of victory," as it rumbles through, and that is through battle. That is through victory itself. Step forward, one of you who will challenge my champion Medios, who I honored for his courage in the face of defeat. Medios kind of winces, like realizing that he did lose to the Murder King. Medios, this is your chance. Prove yourself. Deliver a proper victory. And for the one of you, this is a chance for the bullies to truly gain my favor and anointing in the battles that lie ahead. And so in that moment, I ask of you to, who steps forward as Medio kind of cocks his neck and steps forward and brings that flimsy wooden shield to bear and that beautiful blade. Who steps forward?
Fitz puts her arm around Bartholomew and is like, "You got this. You're such a good fighter." Kind of pushing him onto the
how do you
field.
respond?
We all believe in you. Oh, are you talking?
Oh, looks like you're muted.
Yes, I was.
Also, to this game, sometimes lately my connection to my mic has been faulty, and it's been cutting off, and it's been switching me over to another mic. So if my sound dramatically changes suddenly, let me know so I can kind of fix it.
Okay,
yeah.
You're good so far.
Okay, good.
Let me have this honor to represent the Bronze Bullies.
Oh, excellent! And I give you some encouraging pat on the back and a little inspiration.
Okay. Would Bartholomew know of Medios?
Yes.
Oh.
I think you would know of the House of
that's a good
Christos.
question.
And you would know of Medios being Medios is all. Remember, when you guys met Medios, he wasn't even a nobody, but he was always trying to be a champion of Heliod, right? Now Heliod was his first, but you also know that you would also know as an Acroin is that if you worship Heliod, and Iroas in the same breath. Really, it's Iroas, right? He was always a Heliod guy, but it didn't mean, because this is not I forget what you call that when this is the world we live in. Theros is there multiple gods that you can worship. Mm-hmm. It was always kind of a given that Medios would have grown up worshiping as an Acroian, definitely worshiping and giving his props to Iroas, the god of victory. And so how he became an Iroas champion, we don't necessarily know that, but that would make sense to you, right? And you remember, so you know this character just you know that house. They were, it's famous.
I worked hand in hand with your brother. Faced many storms. And I look forward to crossing blades with you.
As do I. I don't know you by name, but I'll be honest, if you travel with this group and you're still alive, you must be worth your salt. Let us exchange blades. And Medios lets out a ha ha ha, like a cackle. And as that happens, we will move to our intro.
That's his war cry.
Ha ha ha!
Welcome back, everyone. Josh is joining us, I think.
Oh, my lord.
Was my timing good?
We are all askew.
We're all askewed once again,
Yeah.
So give me a quick second here. I think I can do this.
I haven't seen this happen before.
Oh my gosh, I think I can do this.
Refill.
I'm gonna get an extra drink.
Yep, it's a 5-minute break. Hey, Josh.
Hi.
You joined like ideally at the perfect time.
Yeah,
if you were like 30 seconds sooner, things might be drastically different.
Yeah. Yep, they might be. I'll get you caught up right before.
So catch up.
No mustard.
Roxy's brother's back because we resurrected him in some form or fashion by blessing Telmoon's blades.
Okay.
And now it's a duel between Bart and him.
Huh.
Yep.
Yep. So the Bart, being the closest to a follower of Iroas, has to duel Medios, and
Ooh.
that it would have been Telmoon, but Jason is not here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like that. That's possibly a good thing because I don't think Telmoon would like go like. I don't know if this dude's like back or if he's just, hey, I'm here for this fight and then I'm out. Deuces.
Right.
Because if he's back, Telmoon would kill this dude.
Yeah.
Like that'd be the
100%.
problem. Like, hey Telmoon, don't forget, be honorable. He'd be like, nah, these things are gonna do their job.
Psychic lance, fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get the feeling this is an honorable combat, so this doesn't necessarily mean it's to the death, right? Like it doesn't mean.
Well, Telmoon would be to the death.
Right.
Yeah.
That boy don't know chill.
How's it going, Josh? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I wish we had the time to do a full catch up with you. It's gonna be really raw.
No worries. I was prepped to come in.
Yeah.
And just kind of sit.
We have a spectator tonight, a friend of mine named Sabrina, who's just watching. So
hello.
Hi.
We have dumped we lore dump, which is the worst thing you can do, to try to bring somebody up like in the D&D.
Exposition.
Yeah, so much that I'm sure it's like oozing all out of her brain at this point. She's like, it was a Greek mythology and some weirdo space people. I don't know what's going on. They're fighting gods.
D&D's really fun, we promise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, trying to think of the word. When you do when you're a comedy or something and you're like doing it on the cuff, you're just coming up with stuff.
Oh,
like
improv?
Yeah.
Improv.
It's a lot like improv. It's improv with rules and dice.
Yep.
Improv's, I'd say 75% of it.
Yep.
Which I'm surprised, but I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah. Now we are a little bit more like whereas the game is what you make it. Like some people don't play all the role playing and care about all this like inner character development, and this is a group that really like cares about that and puts that at the forefront. And I really enjoy that because that's the type of dungeon master that I am. But you have some people that kind of just play bare bones and kind of like stick to like, here's my character's alignment. They're a good guy. They do good things, and and we want to fight monsters. So it's. You'll play another D&D game and be like, that was nothing like that thing that Malcolm showed me, right? So it really is. It's kind of like picking a genre of it's gaming, but like imagine genres of movies. You might throw a rock and hit a D&D group that's completely different from us.
My favorite part about this group has always been at the beginning, my character is my favorite character, and by the end, it is not at all my character.
Yeah. Ooh boy. Josh, to catch you up a little bit as the setup's happening.
Thankfully, I'm only one session behind this time, not like 2 or 3.
Yeah. We had a shopping episode. So Athreos gave us this like pathway into the underworld to go to, and we're like, psych. We went to Melitus, we did a bunch of shopping, we got a bunch of cool sick magic items, enchanted armor, and Talmoon opened up with us. Like there was like a heart to heart that was going on. And I know, right? And both his blades, they talk to him saying that they need to find a shrine of Heliod, Iroas, or Perforos to get these blessed. And since 2 of those gods are dead, we needed to find a shrine of Iroas to get them blessed. And hence, we went to Mount Nykthos, traveling to where all those massive shrines were that we went up them to kill Heliod that first time. And as we reached Iroas's temple, that's also part of Mogus's, we individually gave our reverence to Iroas, showing that we were being sincere about this. And this golden like portal like opens up, and who steps out? Medios. Yep. And Iroas demands that a valor fight with his new champion Medios be made by one of the bronze bullies. And Bartholomew takes center stage, representing the bullies.
Better Bart than someone who would put this man right back in the ground.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Mal did ask, like, who's going to fight? And we're like, we're casters, man. I don't think it'd be fair.
Without our big bronze punching bag.
It was actually perfect that last session. I actually reached out to, I said, you know what, you survived enough as a monster character. To Nick was like, let's make Bartholomew a real character. So it actually worked out. Thank God I did that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Bart lived through everything that you put all these echoing soldiers through.
Jeez.
I mean, the attrition rate's pretty high.
Yeah. All right, that looks like we've got something about your interest, Josh, even through the pictures down, like through like the person's similarity to, let's see.
I'm seeing a copy of
what's going on here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one frame specifically for the beard, I suppose.
It'd be a shame not to get a second shot.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it fits. It's an
I see what
apodexis
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
area, line main.
Does. Oh boy.
Okay, that's what it is. Slight shifting of.
I just love that even 2 characters in, you can't help but have to fight Medios.
I know.
All right, cool. I think we are good.
Okay.
All right. So this is our current situation with our little Medios there. With Bartholomew stepping to the plate. Medios there in the shrine among the Knicks. The statue of Iroas in the sky. Let's see here. Why don't we do initiative?
Okay.
From Bartholomew and Medios.
D12 inspiration, got it. And rolling. That is a 15.
15.
How far away is this fight taking place?
So, like, this little top of this tower here, this shrine, imagine, like, there's some of the broken, but there would be more. Actually, it wouldn't be this much in ruin, a state of ruin. There would be more pillars around, right? And there's like a slight, there is a, what do you call that? I forget what you call it in Rome, but there is a top over the top of it, should be.
It's like an open dome sort of.
Yeah.
Play.
And so outside of that, you can see all the Knicks all around you. There is no, if you were to jump off this thing, you would literally it's just space and nebula and clouds, stars, and your ship is right beside you. And so if you, for example, here is a better view of everything. So I know it's small, but there also is a bird's eye that I can go to here. Above, your ship is right there in the corner if you ever need to ditch it. And then there are all these different pathways to other shrines. There is a bridge at the upper north top. That bridge leads to another parallel shrine that's identical to yours, but it is a Mogus shrine. But you guys are, of course, in the Iroas one here. So we'll go back to our original shot there. So you got a 15. Medios got a 22. And so...
Yep.
As you all... Tell me what it looks like as... What does it look like for Bart as he kind of squares up with this, you know, with Medios? What I can tell you that Medios kind of steps forward and has that shield ready to go, brings up that like kind of glowing radiant blade, and just smirks.
Bart, like as he's walking, you see that he takes his spear that you've seen him with for a while, like gets it at the ready, but the other hand doesn't reach for a shield. He reaches for the trident as he is dual wielding. And he has taken a more wider stance with both of them at the ready.
Okay. Medios says, "Take your best shot," and holds his action.
Don't regret this, as he charges forward with both the weapons as he goes in.
Okay.
First, the trident, as that's going to be a 22 to hit.
As the trident comes down, like smashes into that wooden shield, he says, like in full on, he summon Bulwark, Shield of Iroas, and like kind of like puts the shield out, and as it goes to splinter the wood breaks away, and there's metal behind it, and this like the shield, like kind of cascading this metal off of it, is this beautiful metal shield with the symbols of Iroas. And in the sky, you kind of see the silhouette of Iroas, and like his shield disappears, as you know that he is fighting with Iroas' shield in hand. And it basically counts a shield, so his AC goes up 5. That does not strike.
And at the same time, the spear lunges out. Or that won't hit. That's a 13.
Okay.
He's still got 2 more hits as another strike with the trident.
Yep.
24.
That will miss. Well.
And the final strike. 17, as that will also miss.
Actually, you said 24.
20,
yeah, 24 does not hit. It was close.
Okay.
And so you all, like, everyone is watching as like Medios is like blocking as you're like diving in, trying like thrusting, looking forward, trying to hit something with this attack, and nothing lands. Medios immediately would respond here, using the blade. Caliburn, strike, true, and he kind of thrusts forward with the sword, rolling a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Doing 11 slashing plus 4 radiant.
Okay.
His second strike is with the goes in with the shield, kind of like tries to bash you with the for 16.
That will miss as he
Ah!
dodges to the side.
He lunges over him, goes wide. The shield doesn't hit. Striking out again, this time with the longsword for a 22.
That will hit.
Cutting with 12 slashing and 2 radiant. How am I? That's oh, I see. D&D Beyond is broken. It's impossible to just
Don't question it. Don't question it.
I'm let's see here. Should be a 6. Okay. All right. So that was 6 radiant, not 2 damage. 2
Okay.
radiant. He is then out of moves, and it is your turn to respond. Also, though, the rest of you are watching. You can, in the middle, like before we start a new round, of course, you can tell me if you're trying to help him. You can call out, but of course, with a duel, full-on interference is prohibited. So before we start a new round, actually, let's roll off initiative once again.
Okay. That's at 15 again.
15. So 17. So he beats you once again. He will... He will go ahead and make a strike with the shield for nat 20. For shield bash, kind of pushing in. Does nat 20? I mean, would strike, but like
yeah, it would. I don't have anything for that.
And would do 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And you must succeed a strength saving throw for me.
Strength save. I'm going to use Indomitable to re-roll that.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh,
or 30.
shit. Okay. So you, boom, as he pushes you back, you watching them kind of exchange blows. You can tell that if anyone's watching, that Medios is trying to throw him off his balance, trying to get him to fall, right? So he can go prone, so the rest of those attacks can go in. And you stagger for a second, right? But you catch yourself. You take that damage, but you do not fall. He strikes with Caliburn, with the blade that he calls out. Go down! That will be 28 to hit. Jeez. 12 slashing. And an added 5 radiant damage.
Okay. Bart is bloodied at this point as he's starting to see blood trickling out from the wounds. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Haha! And then, go ahead.
And takes a single step back as he goes forward again with a heavy lunge with the trident. Or 17 to hit.
All right, that is a miss.
Second one.
When suddenly, there's this boom before you can take your second strike in the sky, and looking down, there's like a silhouette of Iroas in the sky, and he's kind of like sweeps like the hand that's not holding the shield out, and suddenly the shield that that Medios is holding completely just vanishes, goes up in smoke. He looks at the sky like, why? And it peers back on Iroas, and he kind of steps back, and then just nods like, carry on.
The second strike is a 15.
That would not hit still.
And the third strike with the trident is an 18. But because I'm a champion, that's a crit.
Oh, then that will hit. So he's like, right as it's like that moment when he looks away, like, why? And that trident catches him.
As that's 11. That is 22 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the spear with the offhand attack is a 16
Okay.
to hit.
16 will not hit. But good shit.
And action surge.
Oh.
As he was not letting up from this moment.
Mm-hmm.
A 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Another natural 18 for a crit.
Oh shit. Okay.
And a 26 to hit with the trident again.
Okay. Wait, then that's different. That's separate roll from the crit.
I'm rolling all the attack rolls.
All the
first.
attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
So then
and a natural 20 with the spear.
Jesus. Okay. So wait, one was a nat 20, one was an 18, which is a nat 20.
Yes.
And then
two regular hits from the trident.
So he's got 4 hits.
He got 4 hits in.
He is going to use a reaction to parry whatever the lowest one is, upping his AC by 3.
That was a 21 to hit.
21. That would block that one. So the rest of them are gonna hit. Yep. So he's just like fighting for his life here. Like, Iroas, the shield! You promised me the shield! Shit's gonna be a lot of damage.
That's 42 piercing.
Jeez.
As he just takes this stance, and multiple stabs go out in that small window, and then finishing off with that single thrust with the spear.
So it's like you like the one that he blocked was the one that you're throwing that blade.
The trident is like stabbing
and,
multiple times
into that chest plate, into that armor. He staggers back, heaving, a bit tired, preparing to return. Did he already go this round?
He did.
He did. Okay. Chuckles from the crowd, from the sky as Iroas watches on. Initiative for, again, anyone saying anything, do anything who's watching.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does his colors represent Iroas or more towards Heliod?
Whose colors?
Medios.
Medios. The armor has like a mixture of both. It now bears more insignias of Iroas than Medios.
Okay.
Roll.
I'll use my inspiration now to try and get the first strike in.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 19 on the initiative.
All right, you beat him.
Thanks, Fitz.
Damn. Get him.
And just this like commanding, just like battle cry goes out as he continues, not letting Medios breathe a second. 27 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
20 to hit.
That is not gonna. That is actually gonna hit because he doesn't have his shield. That's gonna hit.
Okay. 22 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
And finally, 17, which I'm assuming will miss.
That will miss.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's 42 piercing.
All right, he'll take it. He's looking rough, bloodied.
Come on.
As he
Give me
turns,
your best shot.
Iroas, give me second wind. As he goes up, a little bit of hit points. With his bonus action, as he does this, he kind of faints and he goes to swing his weapon, but then he goes in with an open fist, and that exact moment, Iroas moves his hand and the shield materializes again, and he's holding it now. He's striking with that almost like he put his faith in it for a 22.
That hits.
That like lands across of Bart's jaw for 10 bludgeoning damage and a strength saving throw.
I'm going to use my last anomaly to reroll that. I don't think that's going to be enough.
Okay.
At the same roll, that's a 20.
Okay, you still pass.
Okay.
So you stay on your feet as then he goes for his strikes with the blade. The two that are coming. One, surprisingly, only a 16, which I don't think hits.
An 18 will not hit. It's
Yep.
close, but not it.
Yep, and then he will strike. He's swinging kind of wildly here. How is that fucking possible? Jeez. Wow. Okay, same 16 again. And I'm talking I'm not gonna see the exact numbers, but he's got plus 10 plus, right? We're talking like 12 or more, and I'm rolling the same exact low ass number. So yeah, he's just swinging. But I think we're going into a new round, unless anybody.
Okay, I got a question. I probably should have done this last round. Can Sophia do an insight check to see which god he really worshipped?
Oh.
Yes.
And I've also got something that I don't think is technically interference, but is kind of rocky. Depending on how you read it.
Okay, so my insight to see which god Melios really did worship is a 18.
Is it 18? And so you are able to decipher that.
Because Sophia's never met this person. So she's trying to get it.
from the insignias, the white armor and like the gold, and it's just a little bit flamboyant. It reads Helliot more than Iroas.
He would like to go over to Fitz.
Okay.
Lady Fitz, who is this that Master Bart fights? He seems to know you.
Oh. Well, see, he is Proxenus's snotty younger brother, and he like super loves Heliod, and we kind of all make fun of him for it.
But he wears the emblems of Iroas right now.
I mean,
he's a Heliod?
Technically both. You would see
Heliod.
both, but yes.
Yeah.
More Iroas right now.
He was like super into Heliod until we made Heliod go away. And I don't even know if he knows that it's our fault.
Well, hopefully the god of victory and honor does not see deception in this. Next time he tries to attack, just yell out something towards him stating that Heliod could be revived if he wishes it.
Oh, but we wouldn't do that. You want me to
doesn't
lie?
know. You seem really good with your words.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I did watch you talk to a man of multiple religions into selling or taking a statue of a god that I have no idea of. So, you're our best bet. Try to keep Bart alive. I can't quite interfere with my magic. But you could interfere with your words.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I think I have something.
Go ahead, Teroxes, while I ponder my options.
So my storm rune says you can invoke the rune to enter a prophetic state for a minute or until you're incapacitated. Until the state ends, when you or another creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, you can use your reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage. I don't think this is me inflicting that on them. It's just in the state of prophecy, I can kind of see ahead of time because it's a storm giant kind of thing.
Say that again. What can you do?
I invoke the rune to enter a prophetic state.
Okay.
For a minute or more, and then I can, in that prophetic state, I can, when until the state ends, when you or another creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, you can use your reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a seeing the future kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
So Teroxes is quietly standing to the side as a rune on his shoulder starts to glow purple and his eyes shift from glowing red to glowing purple. As he can start to see the moves the fighters make before they make them.
Okay, it's like watching it happen. As that's happening, I rolled for my initiative. What did Bart get?
A 17.
He beats Medios to the punch. Medios, I will say, the last turn he would have. But he would have used his bonus action to cast shield, so that is up this round again. But yeah, he's on the ropes. Okay, you're up.
Bart takes a moment to breathe as he gets his second wind. And that's going to be 19 points of healing. Nice. Going back up from just about bloodied. All right. And goes in with the accident. What does a 29 get me?
Jeez.
What?
Jeez. I can't even beat it with a parry. He like tries to parry. It's exactly enough to still get over this. So I imagine he would have used his reaction to try to parry it. That's going to get you a score.
As we see Bart jump up with the spear as he has the parry.
Now that's a Zack Snyder shot. That's a slow-mo. Sorry, go ahead.
Has the parry.
Yep.
And max damage.
Jeez.
19 points of piercing on that as he hits him square in the chest.
That's just the first blow. Staggers back. Frustrated. You can see the determination. Like Medios really wants to win, and he trying to see where he's making these mistakes in front of like the Grand Master himself as Iroas onlooks. All right.
I rolled a 27.
It's gonna hit.
Hey, again, pass the shield as he's just putting.
This
all
was
of his
the wrong
weight.
combatant. It was supposed to be Tel Moon. It actually would have been.
Both of you just casting shield all night?
Yeah.
No, I cast shield.
No, I can't. Yeah.
13 points of piercing.
30. He'll take it. It's not looking.
Don't
good.
forget, he'd be like, "Does he step away from me? Like 5 feet? Does he step away from me?"
Yeah. We would have been doing that for like the past 3 rounds.
24.
That does not hit.
And the final strike as it just gets parried and blocked. Ugh.
And you can tell, even though it doesn't, he like barely blocks it. He looks disheartened. He looks like a fighter who is not in the right space. His confidence is, but he's trying not to show it. In no way is he being a coward. He's still kind of like looking for a space, but he realizes just Bart has more experience. He's been a soldier. He's been on the front line. He's been in those phalanx. Elliot is not a bad fighter at all, but he is just outmatched in this moment. And Bart can read, you can read your opponent. He can tell that he's got the boy from the House of Cristo on the ropes. But he will go out swinging with a shield bash first for a 27.
That hits.
Going with bludgeoning damage of 11. Give me a strength saving throw.
$27.
You save it. You will then swing for a nat 20. Doing a 33 to hit.
Can I silvery barbs that nat 20?
Ooh, you can. So he'll have to swing again.
Reroll, and I'll give advantage to not Proxinos. Bartholomew.
What do you say in that moment, Fitz?
Wow, your mustache is really coming in nice.
Jeez. He rolled a 1. So that
like mustache. What mustache?
So she thought he's like, shut up, you stupid satyr, and like he just leaves himself open as he swings, and he kind of like swings the sword to us, and you hear Iroas groan, this groan in the sky, as his hand goes up. With that nat 1, with a 1, he did a shield bash, a swing. He gets 1 more swing, right? That would be a disadvantage since he's got the nat 1. So he gets a lowest is going to be 18.
18 just misses.
Oh, so he swings. He's open. This is not looking good. He rolls initiative next round. Got a 14. This could be it.
That's a 16.
Iroas shield with bulwark in hand. He will. Yeah, you will take. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Bart looks at Medios there, staggering as he's trying his hardest. And with his weapons raised, he says to Medios, "Give me your strongest. Right now, right here. Put everything you have into it." As he'll let Medios go first.
Oh.
Dang.
Medios is like, what? I like for that. You will have advantage on all your strikes going in your round. Medios is almost confused, like an enemy allowing him to. He looks up to the sky, though, seeing Iroas' head down in shame for kind of. For Iroas victory! He kind of like goes striking forward. This time he does not go for the shield bash. He just swings the blade. 25.
That hits.
8 radiant plus. Sorry, 8 slashing.
8
plus
slashing.
21 radiant.
21 radiant.
Swings again. 31 to hit.
That hits.
He goes 11 for the slashing. $10 for the radiant.
He's barely standing.
And then he swings once more. Cancel that out. 27.
That will hit.
9 slashing. And 11 radiant. And by the way, I don't even have your character. I don't have Bart loaded up in D&D Beyond, so I literally have no clue how many hit points he has.
The 9 slashing puts Bart down.
So he kind of like slashes forward in this flurry, and is Bart dancing with? He's like trying to still like block, but he's like, these are like blows that are just landing. Like he's not like opening himself, right?
He is. What Bart is trying to do is, seeing as Medios is not as experienced, he's almost teaching him, as it's going. Like he's blocking, and then there is like a small moment of like an opening, and he's like almost hoping that he knows that there is an opening.
Yeah. And so that last blow, it slashes across Bart's breastplate. Few cuts, blood spraying off of you as he's slashing. Throws Bart off. He slams down on the ground, but not out, right? Like, kind of dazed. And Medios stands over him, raises the blade, and he looks down on you, and he catches himself, and he kind of looks down on Bart like, why? And then being Medios, he looks at you. You can tell he's reading. He's like, what are you doing? And then he looks to Iroas. I bested him, Iroas. Winner. And he steps back. And as he catches himself, and he goes to pull up Bart off the ground. Bart, because it's not you can take, if you want to, you can take like any of your hit dice to gain hit points back. But that's where they would come back from.
Okay.
And then he just kind of pulls you in, Brother Hakarina, what was that? You let me strike first in that last moment. Why?
Almost this glow kind of comes off him as the healing brings him back up from, maybe it's from Iroas, it's from something, but he would come back with 105 hit points from
Jeez.
and he kind of like Bart kind of grabs him on like the shoulder and he says, "You saw the opening. We're able to get the hidden. But what's more important is that you learned something from that, didn't you?"
I did.
And from that hand on the shoulder, he kind of like takes it off, and like a fist like kind of going across like where his chest would be, like, keep that with you.
Will do.
Keep Spirit Akros proud.
Good show. Maddie, Bart. I saw what you did there. Marios, you have much to learn. You are a lower level champion, but a champion nonetheless. Marios kind of like hangs his head. But I will still give you you are the victor. Therefore, you receive the blessing. Medios, give Bartholomew my blessing. And now in this moment, what's the party doing? Just want to take a beat, kind of as everyone catches him, as the god of victory is about to hand down his blessing to the group. Anything anybody else is just doing, since it's just kind of this back and forth between Bard and.
I think Fitz has been like cheerleading with the Bronze Bullies waiver flags in the background.
Moby was just gonna jump in between the pillars on top, just really excited for Bart as the fight continued. Very excited.
Nice.
As Trox's eyes shift from purple back to red, he understands why Bart did it, but he doesn't agree.
Of course, yeah.
He's like, well done, but a loss is a loss, bud.
Yes, it is.
Taking an L is taking an L. Sophia's confused, looking up at Iroas, baffled that he accepted someone that doesn't, in her eyes, truly and devoutly worships him as his champion.
And so as they're standing there, Medios takes the shield of Iroas. Says, "You deserve this. Clearly more than I, even though I won." Hands over the shield. And to Bart. Bart, you now have Bulwark, the shield of Iroas. As he does that, you all notice that Telmoon is holding his blades, and they begin to he begins to shake as his blades kind of almost magnetize, and Telmoon is holding those rapiers, and they slam together, and they begin to turn into molten. They begin to become one blade. And so when they're done and they cool, not burning his hands, Telmun's able to wield that rapier, that very straight blade, the handguard, now is one. Cacophony and Illumination are now one. They do the exact, so now he can choose between Cacophony. He can now hold his shield again and wield them both at the exact same time. In addition, he has been granted the blade now is also has the ability to is a Dragon Slayer ability, so added to it, so it does a shit ton of damage when it fights a dragon if it pierces a dragon. So all of this as Iroas is kind of looking down on everyone, and Iroas says, "This has been fun, but you didn't think Medios would be the true test, did you? Bronze Bullies, prepare yourself." And the sky, like, as he begins to kind of like glow in this like holy manner, immediately he stays a visage in the sky, but he takes his spear and slams it down, and where he slams it, it hits right where the statue would be, exploding the statue into tons of crumbling pieces of stone as you all kind of like duck back and hold yourself. While this is all happening, like I said, you still have this this image of him in the sky, in the space where the statue is gone. But what appears before you is an avatar of Heliot. Not, I mean, of Iroas. Definitely not Iroas in any way, but a stand-in, and he goes, "Let the true battle of victory and valor begin." Medios.
Oh no.
And well, everyone will roll initiative and we'll take a 5-minute break. Then we can all join this.
I would say Bartholomew would have taken like a, you know, like as he would be receiving the blessing, would take like a knee and like be you know, that prayer as he takes it.
We seriously about to fight another avatar?
We are seriously about to fight another avatar.
Do so well with this.
Would that, when I recovered my hit dice, or, you know, used my hit dice to recover, would that be considered like anything that was a short rest? Would I get that back, or is that all used?
That's a good question. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Because it's not a real, you didn't really take an hour, so yeah. I would say on the side of no, but because you also you also gave Haley, Iroas something that I think that he would really like, kind of find meaty, like some of the things that he would see in Bart would be honorable, and so I think there's an opportunity for him to grant that. Give me that wisdom save.
Not on the cards, it was a 5.
Yeah, so he gets the hit points back. None of the actual like spent abilities and such.
Okay. I'm assuming I'll need some time to get attuned with the bulwark.
Yes. So right now it is just a shield. It wouldn't immediately give you all the special abilities. Yes, that would be true. Good stuff so far. Let's see.
Would you count the bulwark as also a weapon? Because it's pretty special.
You can strike with it, so you can strike with it using your normal strike. It does a little bit less damage, as you can see. It does D4 plus your it will do, because you're fighting with a shield. It does 2D4 plus
1D6. I have it pulled up here.
Okay.
It says that it can be used as a 1D6. It's a +2 1D6 plus your strength modifier.
Is it in the? Where'd you find it?
I don't know if this is the right thing, but I just typed up a bulwark of Brotherhood.
Okay, interesting. Because mine was a little bit. It was in D&D Beyond.
It was in D&D Beyond. if you have your own, like, yeah.
I have Boulder Shield.
And
I'm gonna figure that out and figure out which one I want to choose. But for now, you can use that.
Okay.
But not any magical, not attuning any magical abilities to it. Good stuff.
Okay. The reason I asked that is because I put a lot of things into dual wielding, so yeah. So I don't know if
I'd
any
be
of
okay
that
with
stuff
that.
counts.
If I could do that, I would allow that if it helps like make that work with your character build. Yeah, makes sense. All right, cool. We'll be back soon. Sabrina, how you doing there? I don't know if you're still there. This is D&D so far with this group. She may not be there.
I'm here. I'm here. I just muted myself.
No worries. No worries.
I'm still here for a little bit more.
Any questions about what you're seeing happening here, or like how certain things working? Or this is also a game. This is a session with a lot more combat. These last couple sessions, they've been mostly role playing and making checks. This is a game where they're kind of in a heavily combat situation. So it's a little bit, it feels more like you get more of the game effects of like round by round, who goes next, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm catching on how fast people are able to tell their stories. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Sabrina is a writer, so this is, I think for anyone who's, we've always, writing, writers always, say that D&D is a great exercise for.
Okay.
All right, so I've got to get.
I'm gonna mute.
No worries. Okay. Let's try to. Here.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, Mal, I'll see about adding Bart's character sheet actually to the campaign.
Yeah, I meant to ask you earlier, but I was like, you forgot to do it. So yeah, just send me a link whenever you can, and I can add him. And I also noticed that Taroxis is not on my. It's weird because he's in the campaign, but when I create an encounter, he's not there. So I had to go in and like add him to this. Actually, can I don't. It could just be like a weird thing that's happening with.
Oh, I think I also might have messed up too, because one of the D6s actually should have been radiant damage, and I'm assuming was he resistant, Medios, to that?
One was he would have been resistant to that.
Okay, so
but it's okay. Yeah. It didn't make a huge difference, but yeah, but unless he was constantly being hit with that. But
the trident was doing that, but yeah.
Okay,
so,
no worries. It was interesting how it played out. I like it.
I did not expect to fight another fucking avatar.
Yeah, it's happening.
This is gonna suck. Okay, so when we fight the Raxies, Death Ward the shit out of Telmoon. Because he's gonna be able to just destroy that guy. Since he has like a Dragon Slayer blade now.
Yeah. Out of all the characters in the campaign, to get another god armament, I did not think Bar was going to be the next one.
Well, to be fair, like we got Perforos' hammer. We've had that for a hot ass minute.
Yeah. Nylea's bow. Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to get Athreos's like anything since we gotta die probably.
Yeah. I just found it funny.
The only thing I could think of is like, what the hell will Ifara give Persis? Like a scroll of the world?
I summoned City.
Mm-hmm. On top of said enemy, take 1000 D100 damage.
Yes.
I just want to give this god shit for choosing a Heliod worshiper as his champion, though.
That's something you'd probably have to talk with Medios about how that happened.
Are we fighting him too? Is it like
no? What's funny is like
Bullies?
Medios has had a story of his own, because the Bullies were not with Medios for a long time. And the only thing you all remember, from the conversation with Proxinos is that by the time you caught back up with Medios, he had taken a portion of the arm, the I forget what they're called, like the best of the best, like Acroids, and led them to fight the Murder King. So yeah, that is where he died. That's where he lost his life.
Not everyone can be a part of the Bullies. Just deflate whatever ego he has left. Like, by the way, we killed that person. You couldn't.
All right.
This is gonna suck ass.
Just don't get hit.
Oh yeah. Why didn't I think of that?
Fitz, what's your initiative?
Well, like 90% of my shit.
16?
90%. Like 90% of my shit's radiant damage. And he's a god, so he's probably immune to that fucking.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's a god's avatar, so a little different, but yeah.
Still could be immune. Highly resistant.
It's not like we had a 10-minute break in between him appearing and us fighting him, where I could rattle off a quick little inspirational speech, right?
No. There's
Didn't
not
think so. But it's always no if you never ask.
For now, wherever they go, Fitz just like, all right, let me give a speech. Let's talk for 10 minutes.
So...
yeah.
Game plan.
Walk and talk.
Yep. Sophia, what'd you get?
Sophia got a natural 20 for 22.
Okay.
which kind of sucks because you probably shouldn't be going first.
So what's happening here, Sabrina, if you're there, is that they are rolling initiative to find out where they go in the order of battle. Basically, who gets which turns first.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So Moon's not here, so he's gonna be in the background. Taroxys.
He's just in awe of his swords, staring at them the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It's Mega Sword. It's
Oh yeah, it got fused into super badass sword.
yeah.
Either or sword.
Taroxys, what'd you get?
15.
15. Okay. That. Okay. I think I have everybody but Moby and Bart.
21.
21. Good shit, Moby.
Bart got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I have a logistical question.
Yes.
Technically, I have a unfailing inspiration where if someone succeeds after I gave them inspiration, I could bounce that inspiration to somebody else without using one of my slots.
Okay.
And technically Bartholomew did succeed with his inspiration roll earlier, but I didn't think to bounce it to anybody.
You could do
Am
that.
I allowed to do that before
Yeah,
we
I'll give it to you.
turn off?
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody want inspiration freebie? Because it can't be Bart since he succeeded on the thing. Is it handy for anybody else?
I would probably say Taroxy to see if he can't get higher up on the initiative list.
Taroxys has a problem getting himself going.
Oh, do you want it Taroxys and then you could apply it to your initiative roll?
Sure.
I mean, you don't really have a problem hitting.
Well, I was
No.
about to say, I already have an advantage initiative roll. I don't think I can.
You can add a
advantage,
D12.
advantage. Oh, I
It's
could.
you just add a D12.
It's a D12.
Okay, fine. Yeah, no, sure.
If you
Okay,
want.
okay, fine. I'll take that. I'm gonna turn that down.
You're not going to believe this. It's a 12.
Oh,
Oh,
So my initiative is now
a 27.
a 27.
Disgusting.
Jeez.
You're welcome.
It's insane.
Someone hit the
I
turbo
think I'm
mode
going
on
to
him.
hit him. I'll give him the old god weapon shot.
Oh, this group is a mess. Okay.
You made us.
You
Live
told
with
us
the
to
consequences.
be badasses.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Let's see. Okay. All right.
I always forget how much of a pain it is to roll the extra 3d10 fire damage with every hit.
If we're ready, I'm ready when you are. If you want to get back into it.
Yes.
So with all of this happening, let's see. Got our Iroas there. We've got our full group. It's probably the middle of the group where Bartholomew, where our two fighters were at. So when we're looking at this, as the god of the victory is literally creating an avatar before you. This giant bovine bull body, and this magnificent shield, awe-inspiring moment before you. Before it even strikes, Taroxy, before it can do anything, Taroxy's just is like, go. And I'll turn it over to Taroxys because you are first on the list.
Say no more. He roars.
Yeah.
And as he roars, Giant's might kicks off and he gets really big.
Yep.
And as soon as the god's hooves touch the ground, it's a fight on sight with the first
What I want
swing.
you all to do is, because I know we've been doing this for a long time, because we have a spectator, I want you to be a little bit more descriptive about, so like, what does that look like when you grow, right? When you do, how much bigger, how big is he already? How much bigger does he get, right? Like,
Right. So Taroxys, as he starts this run, he sits about like 6'8", 6'9" normally. And as each foot hits the ground, his body shifts and changes and grows even larger to where he's like 10, 11 feet tall as he gets to the enemy. And then with two hands swings this massive bronze hammer
got it.
for 29.
29 is going to hit.
Beautiful. So that first round of damage is going to be 15 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And 16 fire.
16, I'll take 8 of that.
He swings once more for a 31.
It's gonna hit. So they're both these two beings. And what you get, like, the way the avatar of Perforos is essentially like floating pieces of the broken statue combined with like coalescing energy and like physical form. It's constantly shifting. So, and then in the sky is the actual, so you literally like see Iroas in the sky almost puppeting his avatar.
That second strike does 15 bludgeoning and 9 fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the third and final swing, oh, we might miss with a 20.
Good job. 20 to hit.
20
That's
to hit.
gonna miss.
Okay.
So the first one that tring and he blocks. Nice. So Taroxy's just going to work. Is that the last? That's it. Last blow.
You know what? Action surge.
Okay.
Let's do some more. So after getting blocked once, Taroxy's kind of...
So for Sabrina, what this is the Taroxy's is suddenly as a fighter being able to take a whole new turn in the same turn, which most people cannot do. Only his class can do. So now he's going to do everything that he did all over again.
So he's almost swinging faster than the eye can see. Just bang, 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 bang. For a 24 to hit.
That is going to hit.
All right, that one's doing another 18 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And
but you're using the hammer of Perforos.
Perforos.
Right? Okay.
So 18 bludgeoning, 14 fire.
14 fire. Got it.
Second strike. It's going to be a 27.
It's going to hit. Jeez.
That's going to be 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 18 fire. And then the final strike. It's a 31 to hit.
Yeah, he's getting hit.
It's going to be 16 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And 22 fire.
So you you can tell that the only thing that is resisting is the fire so far. All that's just going in. The fire is just a little bit of icing on the top as the figure is trying to like hold his ground. These two big and Taroxys has grown large, and this thing is huge. So it's just this big. These two burly things fight each other as it like keeps rising up, trying to block with both the shield and those upper hooves. But good shit from Taroxys there. The avatar of Heliot, I don't know why I keep saying Heliot, but of Iroas immediately responds. But before it does, with a legendary action, Iroas, you feel the entire temple shudder. And if you're looking towards the sky, what you can see is that Iroas has kind of turned his back, and is using his back hooves to kick the shrine, the entire column in the space of the Nyx, as it begins to shudder and shake. I need a dex save from everyone.
Okay.
Not great at those.
What in the god of war BS is it?
That's a dirty 20.
That is going to fail.
I'm too big. I rolled a 7.
You too? Same here.
Ooh.
This wouldn't by any chance be a spell or a magical effect, is it?
It is not. It's just the god just punching the shit out of the tower.
The
You got
rumble
to
is the rumble magical?
I'm about to say, how is this not magical, mouth? The gods and
I guess if a god's involved, it is magical, but it's not a magical save from a spell. It's a physical strike.
Yeah.
So it's different. Yeah.
Well, I got a 12.
Oh.
Ooh. I'm going to burn 1 Indomitable to reroll that dex save.
Oh no.
I don't
It did
like
not
that
matter.
sound.
I got fewer.
Oh no.
So,
Don't like that sound at all. This is a legendary action. Cool. He gets his turn after this.
yeah.
Oh, great.
Anybody else saves? How much you get, Moby?
Did anyone say?
Did anybody save? I don't think anybody saved so far.
Moby
I got,
like a
27.
Oh, Moby, you are hot on your feet as shit is like shrapnel
Yeah.
and bricks are
And
going
take-
up.
Yeah.
Jack shit from it. You don't take damage from a god, Moby. You realize that, right?
Wow.
Dancing.
Like that's insane.
Tap dancing.
5.
Oh.
Everyone
I
that
can handle that.
fails needs to now also give me a strength saving throw as you are pushed towards the edges of to fall into the Nyx itself.
I
I
can
take
do
the
that
40.
with advantage.
I take the 45
this-
first.
Yeah, you
Fire or radiant damage? What kind of damage is it?
Bring a save. Okay.
We took it was all bludgeoning
It
damage.
was all bludgeoning. Now the strength
okay.
saving throw is to grab one before you get flung into space
Okay.
and lost forever. Like forever.
This
Like-
could.
You're just trying to TPK us?
Jason comes
God.
back. You're the only one. Good luck.
I got a 25 on that one.
You're good.
27.
Thraxis holds true. Bart puts his
22.
Ooh, Sophia hooves are biting into the ground there.
12.
Oh!
Moby.
Well, Moby passed already.
He
Yeah,
got it.
Mo-
Alright, I'm
Oh yeah,
good,
yeah, Moby
alright.
passed. So Fitz is
Yeah.
being flung from the platform, but someone can risk their life to save, making another save. But if you fail this one, you go with Fitz.
Is it
I mean,
strength?
I can hover. I'm on the pillar, so my guess is it would make
Because
sense
you
for
can
me
hover, I will allow you to give me an advantage.
Man,
You have to give me an advantage. This is probably better for you, but I'm going
yes,
honestly with
acrobatics, baby.
acrobatics
Come
to save Fitz on this.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey, girl, I got you.
You better, because
Oh, thank God I had advantage because that was a 1.
Oh shit!
That wasn't that much better, but it was 23.
Okay, you catch. So Fitz, you get caught. You're
Wow.
by
Jesus.
Moby as he's blasted in pillars and rock and shrapnel are kind of being thrown back.
Hold
and
on!
forth as good shit as you hold your own. And also, where is your what's her name? I can't even think of my own dragons. The where's your dragon?
Kai.
At? Kai.
hi.
Is Kai
Kai.
with you or on the ship?
I'm so scared to bring Kai out into battle.
Yeah, you get the
I
choice.
probably should, but I'm so scared.
This is the avatar of a god, so
And they are resistant to fire, however.
Yeah. So
You know, we'll probably just have her stay on the boat, and
that was the
we'll
legendary.
just bring her out.
So
When
then
she has to fight her dad.
I will let me roll a die here. Makes sense. So Iroas kind of looks at Bart with Taroxy's right in front of him, just like looks at Bart, and that what the Avatar does, and says, "Come." And
Your mic.
Oh no.
Mike,
We can't hear you, but
we can't hear you.
There we go. There
Is
we
it
go.
back?
yep.
Is it airy or is it
We could hear you now.
okay?
Sabrina just left.
Sabrina left, okay.
Everything is in chaos.
Yeah.
I am now Taroxy's. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh
Well done.
yeah, Jesus.
You can just barely see my eyes.
Actual Fitz height.
Here's what we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll do this. We'll go through a round of just looking at the board, and we'll go back. I'll fix that stuff a little bit later.
It's at the
Since
grown-ups
we're-
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So your wizard, because you're being compelled duel to Bart.
Okay. I mean, that's a 10, so yeah.
Yep. So let's see. Other than that, he will move past Taroxy's without needing to like break from Taroxy's because they're both large to get within striking distance. And you hear this ha 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 from the sky as the figure goes to strike at Bart with the spear
Yep.
for just a dirty 20.
Because of the shield.
Breaks and
He
then
blocks it.
blocks it. Then he throws in actually, that's not the way I'm supposed to do this. I would have backed away 20 feet. So that would have given Taroxy's an opportunity to attack. And then I will rush back in to rush through, to charge through him and end on Taroxy's before returning back. So both of them are covered in that. So yes, you get a free attack, Taroxy's.
That's a 32 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
By the way, the camera it wants.
Oh
to-
shoot, camera's
Yeah.
camera's wonky. Everything's wonky all of a sudden. See if we can get it situated here. Okay. It's a little bit better.
9 bludgeon, 13 fire.
9. All right. So rushing through, the first one is his spear is gonna basically miss. Will strike with hooves towards Bart.
Okay.
Nat 20 for a 38.
Oh, yeah.
Doing
I'll use my reaction to cancel the natural 20, so it still hits, but it's only a normal hit.
all right. So then I'll re-roll that damage. 28 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh no, I did the hooves right on you. That was hooves.
You did the hooves.
28 points of force damage.
Okay.
And give me a strength save.
That's an 18.
Prone.
Oh,
Kicked back. And then advantage on the next strike. $32. Another. You see if it was in that 20. It's gonna. Okay. So then another 17 radiant damage as he strikes down with that spear.
Okay.
That's actually it. 3 attacks on the, and we move to Sophia.
Well, shit. Did not. Fuck this guy. He is not an. Oh, okay. I get it. God of victory and shit. Okay. This is gonna be so stupid, but literally most of my shit is radiant, and that's gonna get immune or resistant. I'm not saying this isn't gonna be resistant, but I'm hoping y'all can survive one more round. I really am. Otherwise, I'm in trouble.
I can't promise you with Bart.
I'm gonna need the avatar to make a con save.
Okay.
This is what I think this is.
Casting a 6th level harm.
26.
You're a piece of shit avatar. He takes half of half, I guess. I'm assuming he's resistant to necrotic damage.
Resistant.
Yeah. So he'll take half of this. Actually, no, he'll take half of it. 14d6.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a lot of die. I'm doing it in 2 batches. Okay, that's 12. 16, 20, 25 for the first batch. Second batch. Even more. Holy shit. 37. 42. 650. 57. Half of 57 and what? 28, 27?
7. Take it. Okay.
Well, no, because since he saved, is he resistant to necrotic damage?
He's resistant.
Yeah, so he takes
half of that.
Half of half.
Okay, so we would have got how much back? I put 27.
That's 13.
13.
Right?
13. Yeah, we're stealing 13.
Fuck this avatar, son of a bitch! That's a 6th level spell.
And you're
that
ending
just tickled him. I will move. I don't even know where to, since this is.
The edge sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, no, it does.
You're right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer towards the camera.
Okay. Yeah.
Like to the other hoof. Yeah, there we go. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Because I got nothing as bonus action, really. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. Swings legendary. A spear from the avatar goes slamming at Taroxy's. 34 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I realize it's not rolling my right. I'm gonna have to roll these separately. I'm like, why am I rolling so low? It's because D&D Beyond is not rolling correctly tonight. So, still really low, but 17 points of radiant damage to Taroxy's off that blow. That's all he got there. Moving to Moby.
All right. Oi, Papa. I mean, I might as well. Am I? Is Fitz still holding?
All your exploits across this land. How often have you honored me, Bronze Bullies? How often have you uttered my name in the victories? Moby, you're up.
I say nothing. I drop Fitz gently wherever I am there, and I just go in for an attack near my my buds there.
You got it.
come on, baby. Oh, that's probably good. 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
I'm gonna sneak your little bolas off here. Let's see. What's this thing? Sorry. And I am going to also use one of my tokens to do some more damage. So that is initial damage is 29, and then the Whales from the Grave is
29. What type of damage? If it's magical, I'll just take it.
Magic, yes.
Okay, 29.
Short sword.
Okay.
And then 17 from my.
I want to know if it's like fire, ice, that kind of stuff for sure. Force, that kind of thing.
What is Whales of the Grave? That's a good question. It is necrotic.
Okay. How much damage from the necrotic?
17.
So that seems to be a bit resistant.
And then I will disengage.
Okay.
Back to one of the pillars.
Yep. As Moby kind of like backflips off of him, kind of crushing and doing the damage. The Avatar doesn't respond there. Bart is up, down on the ground.
Bart is not up, but he is going to get up. Oh, victory! As he, coughing up blood and not looking good at all, sees the challenge and sees the glory as he will attack.
Okay.
And first...
That's what I want to see.
17.
That will not hit.
24.
That will hit. Just hit.
Okay. And should I include any radiant damage?
So, are you asking me or are you asking your partner?
Well, it's going to happen anyways, so
yeah, like you're asking me like if it's worthless to do. No, yeah. It will actually affect. It's just resistant.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
And 8 piercing, magical piercing.
Actually, your radiant is actually not resistant. Has anyone else done radiant so far? It's not
radiant.
Resistant. It's not resistant.
Sophia, right?
Were you doing
we fought one other avatar, and it was. So she's just assuming.
Yeah, so it's actually not. So it takes that 2.
Oh, okay. So they have 2 radiant and 8 piercing.
Okay.
And third strike. That's not gonna be enough. That's well, it might be 21.
21 won't do it.
Okay. And with the shield going in for the shield bash.
Right, go for it.
24.
Oh, hit.
Using a god's technique against them. I love it.
As kind of that one strike going out, and that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage back at him.
Nice. Oh my! I just lost my headphones.
Oh.
Let's see here. They're dead. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you. How will I do this? All right. Give me that damage. I'm gonna need to take a quick 5-minute break to switch these out and also fix the stuff. But it's nice with the night of the crazies just constant. But it's good stuff. Good combat. Yeah, just give me a second to fix this, and then we'll get back to it. So we are at Bart, and that's just your first strike, right, Bart? You've got a few more.
That was the 10 points of bledgeoning was the last strike.
You. So we'll get back. Give me 5 minutes. All right, cool.
Right.
Did he just ask a question he couldn't hear the answer to?
Yeah.
Yes. I did not expect to fight a fucking avatar tonight. Damn it.
Me either.
I
honestly feel sorry, but I assumed that the damn thing would be immune or highly resistant to radiant.
I was freaking out too when he was like, yeah.
First move I was gonna do is gonna be sunburst on this fucker. Be like, hey, your brother says hi. Boom.
Bam.
Yeah, you should have.
But I was like, there's no way. We fought the god before, and we fought other shit that was like, no.
What weirds me out is he's resistant to necrotic, but he's not to radiant.
Yeah.
That's odd.
That could be because of his fucking brother.
Yeah. But hey, now we know.
What's everyone's age? Wait, how's everyone looking?
I have 15 hit points, bro.
Why?
Holy shit.
Nick, I'm gonna need you to vocalize how fucked your character is, my man.
I have a coughing up blood. I got curb stomped by a god.
I should have dive level fucking mass heal. Fuck it.
I am at 81 out of 122.
Did you split up the potions that y'all got during your shop?
Oh, we are not. I refuse to use these. I will burn every spell I have to keep y'all alive.
Yeah.
That is for the underworld.
Yeah.
Got it.
That shit is going to be harder. Right,
yeah,
cool.
Good call.
1, 2,
yeah,
3,
keep
4.
them up. I'm good. I'm not even 100 down yet.
Yeah.
Moby hasn't taken a damn thing since fucking rogues don't take damage from gods, apparently.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Never get hit, you never need healing.
That's the truth.
I'm trying to think of something unsettling to tell Iroas for unsettling words.
Tell him that Mogus is the better brother or something. Get that divine wrath.
I don't know if that's like typically I'll do like, did you leave the iron on? And I can't think of anything stupid like that. Plus, I don't think we believe that Mogus is the better brother.
No.
Hard to taunt when your soul isn't in it. Huh.
Iroas, aren't you half cow?
Is he half cow?
Yeah, I mean he's a bovine.
Bovine, yeah.
Oh.
He's a centaur, but it's not a horse. It's a bovine bottom half.
I thought he was a bull in the bottom half. Not a.
Well, tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's first thing I think of, like a dumb insult.
Is it your time to get milked?
Are you just cranky because it's past your milk time?
Oh.
Oh God.
Okay, so it's his
yeah. But I figured that I can just get curb stomped like one more time, and then
you will fucking double die, dude.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back.
Problem is, if I do 9th level mass heal, that is 700 HP that will not get used up. I know it, but a good chunk of
we're
it
not
will.
We're not bloodied enough yet for that.
Oh, fucking Bart is for sure. He can't take another. Whatever Mal does, Bart's dead.
Bart can take exactly one more hit.
I mean, I have cure wounds, but I'd be giving up doing some damage.
No, I am I didn't know fucking Nick was this bad. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was this bad. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I would have
thought
used
he
my.
mostly healed.
Otherwise, I would have used my turn to just be like, "Hey, heal everyone from that bullshit kick."
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
I definitely would have done like a mass cure wounds for sure. Okay, so it's the top of the round, right?
I haven't taken my turn yet.
Oh no, I just went and then. So what is the turn order? Does anyone know?
Yeah,
I wrote
it's...
it. Go ahead.
It's Troxy's.
Iroas, Sophia, Moby, Bart, me?
Okay.
Yeah.
You just did Bart's turn, so you got your turn coming up and then top of the round.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, has anyone made him do a dex save yet?
No.
No, I did con.
And he shrugged that off like it was nothing.
Yeah, I knew he would. Like
the con was really high.
I there's not a lot of dex saving from fucking mage or clerics.
I'm trying to decide if I do a high level disintegrate or a high level psychic lance.
I feel like he could probably not be great with intelligence saves.
Yeah.
I feel like wisdom and charisma might be like pretty high.
Because disintegrate is a dex save, and psychic lance is an intelligence save.
Yeah. I have a feeling he might also be dexterous too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
And disintegrate's a saber suck, right? So it's like if he passes,
it is, isn't it?
You just don't do. It just doesn't work.
But I mean, like Fitz can do a 1-2 combo bonus action and be like,
yeah, that's
Screw
why I'm
you,
trying
buddy.
to think of something sassy to say.
But I mean, he has to have legendary resistances.
Chunky as as Teroxys.
I mean, I could do a 9th level guiding bolt, which would be like a Kamehameha from,
Yeah.
That's 12d6. I could do some damage.
That's pretty nice.
I think I'm back.
Oh,
you
Welcome.
good?
Welcome.
I can hear you all again. I must have didn't charge my headphones enough before the game. It's my fault. And they died on me. So I'm also going to take this moment to just fix our images a little bit.
All right. Yeah, the last hit was just 10 bludgeoning damage. Mal.
Yes. Okay, 10. Okay, added that. I think I got that, so that was good.
Yeah. I think we were all like in shock that he wasn't resistant to radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason, because like a lot of the gods do radiant, and I imagine they wouldn't necessarily be resistant. A lot of times monsters aren't resistant to their own damage; they're just resistant to opposite stuff. So I actually didn't put it. I actually looked and I didn't put it down. Helliod would have. Helliod was resistant because Helliod is the light. Iroas isn't necessarily the same thing as Helliod, so not necessarily resistant to.
That makes sense.
That's
I
why.
just assumed.
Make him resistant too.
Which made an ass out of myself.
Yeah, and I think I assumed too till I looked at the stats and was like, nope, he's not resistant.
We're also coming up with like what Fitz like could use as like a proper insult for Iroas.
Yeah, we were game planning some bullying phrases.
I like it. Yeah, it's been me too. It's been a lot of like that, like, oh shit, oh I'm thinking of Haley. Nope, that's Iroas. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Keep going. We're probably still playing for another hour or so.
By the way, I did finally add Bartholomew to the campaign.
Okay,
So
nice.
he's in there. He's as simple as you can think. He is a champion fighter.
Simple is good sometimes. Jeez, we really got turned around.
Ah! Jesus Christ.
Am I going crazy? Oh, I see. Okay. I'm checking. There we go. This shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Get everybody back.
Oh shit, I don't think I leveled up.
Oh yeah, you didn't level up. I meant to say that earlier that you so to give you a little time to
That might be huge for you, right?
Yeah, I think 17 I get. That's not
you, I think that's your last feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason hit me up between. He said he got stuck at a family event, so no worries.
Okay.
Bronze bullies can always handle their own.
In theory.
But but we're still keeping the tradition going. Like it's either Josh or Jason that's here.
Yeah. It's almost
Never
like
made
the
the
two
two
of
meet.
them together is just too much for one episode. It's always
too
like,
powerful.
It's like the fate of the D&D forces that be are like, no, never the two of them, not the same episode.
The campaign can't survive them both at once. Not at this level.
To be fair, the last time, every time they're on, like, I remember going back to the earlier parts of the campaign when they were both together, zealots for Perforos. The party, like, they just left the party and ran up the mountain. Like, it was just like, it wasn't even.
We had like just rescued an oracle and we're like taking care of her and they were like, bye guys.
Y'all know where we're going.
We're following this owl thing. Raptor? That's the one.
Man, so good. Renee wants to tell everybody.
Into the lava!
I talked to Renee. He is still he is still in the group. He says that it's just been lately. It's just been really tough to get to games, but he's still here. He's not pulling the because I get to talk to him because he also plays in Tales from the Loop, so he's not pulling the Eric. He's just like I think also because he's dead. He's not. He's like not. He plays a lot like how Nick is, where he's not excited to create a new character until see where the arc goes. And there's some of you that are like essentially method actors. It's like it's Renee and Nick are like super method, but Nick's like whatever. Renee's like I'm dead, so I might as well just be out for a while. But yeah, he's still around. We'll get him back soon enough. All right, that worked. Okay, now I'm just gonna fix these.
By the way, Mal, I really do think I shifted my cursive zoom over to you.
Oh,
Man,
no.
tonight has been rough. Like the Zoom stuff that's been going on. My mic stopped working well. Like lately, everything's been crazy. It might be time for a new mic because and then my headphones went out. Yeah, it's been crazy tonight. Yeah, I don't need that to stay for long. I gotta get rid of that Bane.
Yeah. You just have to find someone else that you can just pass it to.
Yeah.
You know, just keep it going.
What is this from?
It's so good, right? Like,
Damn.
it's actually called Ascension. It's by Hampus. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Hampus Nezelius. But he's actually I don't even know. They are a artist that I follow on Epidemic Sounds. So it's not even anything that's on the Spotify or anything. But I will say they're one of the few artists that I found where like they just hit. Like I'm like, ooh, you don't sound like some of the other songs sound like kind of just. It's weird for me with soundtracks. Like I can be like, okay, I can use this as background battle music, and then there's some people I'm like, ooh, you're moment music. You're like something is important, and I think that sometimes also this is captured. I would put everything on it if you listen to the last track on Mad Max, which is Junkie XL did the score for Mad Max. The last track of Mad Max, I feel like, is what they copied here.
I gotcha.
Tried to get the same feel. Fury Road, which I'm not excited about the new Mad Max. I love Furiosa. I love her character. But weird, I saw the trailer and it doesn't feel like Mad Max. It feels weird. Like I'm kind of torn.
Same director?
Same director too. But it looks like the thing about Mad Max when you watch Fury Road is it almost looks like a 300 film. It looks like it's a green screen film, but it's not. It's like the horizon is green. It like kind of like add it to the atmosphere, but almost every shot you see is a real car shot, and that's what makes it feel so visceral. But like the news trailer doesn't give me that feeling. I could be wrong, but
yeah.
So I compare that to this track. They feel like same.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, ooh, you hurt, like, you almost, like, channeled the same energy there. But, calling out. This is Nick here.
Yep. I'm peeking out behind the column.
Yeah. It's weird moving these things all around and trying to get them right.
Yeah. By the way, I know that it wasn't intended, but it was kind of cool. You had like a smaller screen of an overhead view of
that was purpose.
That was? Okay.
Yep, I was leaving the smaller screen in so you could see the overhead. And I figured anybody who actually uses the pin screen would actually be able to see like the overhead. And if that works, let me know, because if you guys want to send it, I would have thought it's probably just in the way. Let me get rid of it. But if you like it,
I liked that too.
I'll keep that overhead shot there in the future in future games.
You didn't say anything about it, and I would just assume that it wasn't intended.
Nope, it was totally intended, and it just like didn't know if it was working or not. Oh Lord, I'm all over the place right now. Got Eddie already, so I need
our boy Troy.
So who is over here? So where's that one? Yeah, this is the night of. There it is. Toot, toot, toot. Yeah, because a lot of the kind of non-copyrighted music has gotten a lot better. Because I used to hate it. I used to hate to use it.
Yeah.
And I used to be so adamant about like not using it, but then like with all my YouTube videos getting struck, be like, your people can't watch this, and I'm like, Jesus. I'm not even. I'm just trying to get my players watch it. They're like, no, can't see it. So I like switched over. But it's been actually pretty good. I've been able to find a lot of really good stuff.
Where do you normally search for that?
Well, if I'm not on my Spotify, then I'm just on Epidemic Sounds. And that's the tough part, though, is like when you're on it, trying to find good stuff is really difficult, especially when you're trying to find something that doesn't sound like quote unquote epic music, but maybe tries to, like when I'm trying to find a song to end an episode with, like that could sound like a pop song or that's a tough, but
that's a tough one to fill.
Yeah. So I'm paying for like Spotify and I'm paying for Epidemic's like $15 a month just to like, it's funny because I'm doing so much D&D, sometimes I'm like I'm listening to more of that stuff than I am like regular music. Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever like ask me what my a normal playlist looks like, it's all over the place because of D&D. So like my Spotify end of year was like just a bunch of soundtracks for the most part.
That's funny. We were sharing that in the office. I don't know, whatever, a week ago or a week and a half ago, and it was just all like EDM or D all D&D music. Everyone's like, Eddie, what is that? All you listen to like all day? I'm like,
bro, yeah.
Yeah, no, mine's even worse because Spotify is literally my homework music app. So the only things I listen to are like calm lo-fi stuff, and it's like,
I love the lo-fi stuff too.
Easygoing listener, and I'm like, I get that's not actually accurate, but thanks. So like, my artist of the year was like Novo Amor, and I'm like, I mean, I like him, but I'm not really listening.
Right, you're like kind of like doing something else, and
I'm like 3 pages into this paper, he's singing, but I'm not here.
Love it.
Yeah, my soundtrack for the year I listened to mostly was for the Black Adam soundtrack, which I played tonight some of because my daughter was born and I saw that movie and she was screaming her head off, and she was like only a couple months old, and we were listening when the credits hit, she just stopped crying, and I was like, I found the song. And so as long as I played that song in the car, like the song I played the most this year is this song right here, since we're having the conversation. And if I play this, she would just, I don't know about now, but like she would just go to sleep. She would just,
that's crazy.
And she would just relax. This song right here. Bum, 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 bum. I know it like by heart, but and I'm a big fan of Lauren Baffle, but he did this track and he said he was trying to like. The movie was okay, but I really liked the score. In the score, he said because The Rock was in it, Dwayne Johnson, he was going for the feel of Dwayne used to be a football player, so he wanted it to sound like something the band could play on a Friday night at a football game. And I was like, oh shit, that's this track. Da, 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 da. You can hear the point. Ba, 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 ba. But Emery goes to sleep on it. So you put her in the car, she starts crying, put this on, she'll go to sleep. Like
amazing.
You know, this is what you play to put down the other band.
That's wild. You just never know.
Loves Elmo, but yeah. She'll literally, when you put on Elmo, she goes, I love Elmo. I love Elmo, and whatever it means, we always translate it means I love Elmo. Like if he comes, she goes, well, I love Elmo. It's like, all right. I think we're good. Sorry for all the. It's 10:30. I think we can continue to go. How's everybody feeling? How are we doing? I know Josh is tired. Probably, it's been a long day. I'm gonna try to close this out soon.
Yeah,
so
if we need a two-parter, I'm happy to.
Yeah. So I'll say what I want to do is finish our last this round, and we'll finish this round and see where we're at, and then maybe close out. Yeah, good stuff. And if we need to two-part it, we will two-part it. Let's see. Hopefully we can get through. If it's fast, we can hopefully get through one more round. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think we're at we left off on Bart doing 10 damage.
Bart coughing up his guts. He is not doing well, guys.
Yeah. And then from Bart we move to Fitz, and then Fitz is the last. Tell me who's not here, and then we go back around. So we'll go one more round, will end tonight's session. Fair. So Bart, is that end of your turn? Anything else?
Yeah.
Oh no, because you was the first strike, wasn't it? Or was that?
No, that I did a spear strike that hit, and that did, I believe, 8 points of piercing and 2 radiant.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I did collect those. All right. There is no legendary action in response, so Fitz, you are next.
Get him.
Okay. Bonus action. Unsettling words. You're just a big old pile of rocks. What are we supposed to be, afraid or something? I don't think so.
Force a save.
A D12 off of his next save.
Okay.
Which I will ask for right now with a 6th level psychic lance.
Ooh.
Can I please have an intelligence save of 18 minus a D12?
All right.
Oh.
We'll get an advantage on that, of course. Intelligence is not on Iroas's. So we got.
This is what happens when we fight too many gods.
Yeah.
Got a 22.
Did you subtract a D12?
Oh, I did not subtract a D12. Why don't you roll the D12 for me?
That is a 10.
That goes from
Excellent.
11. That's an 11, so they're going to fail that. What happens to them?
I'm going to do a lot of dice. 8d6 psychic damage, and you'll be incapacitated.
What the shit?
Yeah, that's a good spell.
6th level psychic lance, yeah.
I will take the 8d6, but I will resist the incapacitated. Because I have magical. I'm literally. He's going to take the 8. He will not be incapacitated.
I'm not in very high. This is the highest level I've ever, and in terms of end game stuff. So this is exciting to see some of the crazy shit that you can.
Isn't it ridiculous? It's like god level. The game is broken. I just think it's fun. It's just broken. Nothing makes any sense anymore in this game. At this level. I'm just going with it. What?
Yeah.
No such thing as fair fights anymore.
Well, yeah, that's specifically why BG3 stops at 12. The directors are like, past level 12, we're just not going to program that.
Yeah.
That's 30 points of psychic damage.
It's when the numbers start does this even matter? What are we doing? Just do it. You got it.
Who has more health, the party or the boss?
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. Your pool is probably higher than the average boss you're gonna fight. That's just a given.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the boss needs to start hitting more than one per, the legendaries and all that. You gotta
really ramp it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also a domino effect because it's if the boss gets really strong and he takes out somebody, then it all kind of just falls apart. Or the party just mollywops them and just base rolls.
All right.
That was 31 points of psychic damage.
Takes it.
And that is my turn.
All right.
Hiya!
As this moment is, I'm going to say Telmoon rushes in, does some flourishing, blows, and lands some fast attacks. I imagine he would definitely be in this fight. Persis is kind of casting in the background the kind of fantastical fight that's happening before you as the boss is, this thing before you slowly whittling. While Iroas kind of grows silent and seems to be this watchful, both a spectator and a participant in this fight. At that moment, Medios kind of stands dumbfounded, doing nothing here in this top of the round. Let's see here. Taroxys is up.
Okay, time to roll lots of dice. But before I do that, I'm going to invoke my Hill Rune to get resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Okay.
All right, first strike coming in. That's going to be a 30 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
So we're looking at 9 bludgeoning and 10 fire. Second swing. 33 to hit.
Hits.
Gonna be 15 bludgeoning. And 16 fire. Third swing. 24 to hit.
It's no. Yeah, hits. Just hits.
Okay. We're looking at 11 bludgeoning and 21 fire.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Nice. So just Taroxy's just wailing, boom, 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 boom. The compelled duel between Bart and the creature still up. The avatar kind of reeling from Taroxy's blows. At this moment, in the sky, there are this these like chants start to kind of like come through, and these like you hear this like distant shouting as you look up and you start to see all across the horizon in the sky. The sky is dotted with stars, and every star, more than the stars can number, are soldiers battering their shields. All who have died and lived across the Pantheon, across the lives, all that have fought in the glory of Iroas, begin to just cheer and batter on their shields. And this is, talk about cacophony. It becomes so overwhelming that many of you almost want to like grab your ears to shield yourself from the onslaught of the sound of it. At this moment, I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so bad at
Oh
this.
no.
Is it a spell or a magical effect?
It is a magical effect.
Okay, then I get advantage.
Yes.
I'm right there with you, Moby.
What'd you get, Moby?
Critical 20.
Nat 20? Okay.
Yeah, nat
Good.
20. Oh, critical 20. Awesome.
What kind of save is this?
A wisdom
Wisdom.
saving throw.
My mental stats are in shambles.
That is a 5.
Ooh.
30.
Jeez. Okay, Sophia.
11.
17.
Right. So 17. Troxys, what'd you get? A. Josh?
Roxy's got an 11. Right?
11. So Bart, Fitz, Taroxys are fails that I hear. And so you all are deafened by the sound of this. So anything that requires your hearing, you can't quite make out anything from your party members trying to call out to you. I need
Who all was that? Fitz, Bart,
Fitz,
and...
Bart, and Taroxys. I need you all to roll a
Okay.
D10 for me.
Great.
10.
Nice.
An 8.
Okay. an
A
8.
6.
So this round, Fitz cannot move or take actions. She is. So basically, it's the confusion spell. Fitz,
Okay.
you are confused. Bart, you got a 10. You
Yeah.
push through. You're still deafened, but you can act normally. Taroxys, you must use your action to make a random melee attack against a random target.
Oh,
Within
gosh.
reach.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Is that until its next turn or just this round?
Just this round, I think you can make a save.
Well, I've already gone this round.
Oh,
is
you
what I'm
have
asking.
already gone this round. Each.
I was almost about to be
That's
obliterated.
close.
So I don't have an action to take.
You must. Okay, so technically, you must make this D10 at the start of your turn.
Okay.
So this should have been your next turn. So I'll give you that
I'll
next
take
game.
it next
yeah,
turn.
we'll take it next turn. But yeah, for the others, that it stands for your turn. this round. Deafen and that effect. As that happens, it is now Iroas' turn, who will strike True Spear to Bart. Nat 20, 38.
Oh.
Somebody gonna silvery barbs.
Does my deafened state mean that I cannot silvery barbs?
What is silvery barb? What do you need to do silvery barbs? Because that actually helps. We actually gotta like analyze it. Because what's
stand
actually
by.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another. The triggering creature. Hold on. One reaction. When you can see within 60 feet someone succeed on an attack.
It says
C. Yeah.
So you I think that forces me to redo it.
So silvery barbs.
It's a re-roll then, right? Yep.
It's a re-roll, and I can give someone advantage.
Okay, so it's a 24 this time, not a nat 20.
Yep.
Keeping all the nat 20s from the villain. I hate this. It's bullshit.
Bart, do you want advantage?
I don't think I've got an actual nat 20 in the past like 10 episodes.
Your encouragement.
Yeah.
I can.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I can still give you the advantage from silvery barbs.
Does it require me to hear your encouragement?
No, it's just someone I can see.
Okay.
32 points of radiant damage, Bart.
Bart's down.
He will turn as Bart goes down. I realize my camera's not even on.
But I should still have the advantage if I need it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will turn and kick with his hooves towards Taraxis.
Do it.
For 31.
It is.
Doing 33 force damage.
Oh no.
And then,
that's fine.
And then doing another spear attack. Okay. Guess it's not allowing me to roll it that way. Okay, there we go. For 28.
Hits.
It's only 22 force radiant damage.
Got it.
And then that's it. Those 3 attacks. Sophia, you are up.
Bring Bart back. I'm still 100 plus.
I can either do a guaranteed get everyone back to max, or risk a Hail Mary to get everyone to max and cleanse all their shit.
You got this, Sophia. I believe in you.
How does Iroas in the sky look?
You said, how does he look?
Yeah, is he like...
He's not bloody yet.
No, not the avatar. Like the actual silhouette of the god in the stars.
He is no longer in that... He doesn't look like how he's kind of been like laughing, like rolling thunder voice, like kind of taking this... He's almost now seems to be watching very intently every move of the Bronze Bullies. Not concerned, but also more so like kind of leaned in, almost like a like a scout at a game. He's like watching, like, okay, like you see the head move every now and then from the things that they do.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna do the Hail Mary. Looking up at Iroas. Not the avatar, she's ignoring that guy. She yells out to him. You chose a man who worshipped you second when his true God is no longer here. Let me show you what a true believer of a deity can do. And she is going to try and do divine intervention to call THEROS to the field to bestow upon her party the effects of a long rest.
Oh.
This is out of control.
Welcome to clerics, motherfucker.
This is why they
That
don't
would be
exist
so
in my.
cool.
This is why they don't exist in my next game.
What the fuck did you just do?
This is
I haven't
divine
done it yet.
intervention.
We're hoping it'll work. Let's see. Let's
He has
see.
to roll a D100 and get a
There's
17 or
Two num-
lower.
Yeah, there's only two. Hey,
Wow.
you know
Okay.
what? You're throwing
It
avatars
happened.
at us.
It happened before. It happened before. You could do it again.
You guys want to go to level 20. This is the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till I'm level 20. I don't have to roll.
We probably won't even make it there.
No,
We're-
we gotta. We got
Maybe
it.
last episode. Yeah.
We'll do
Okay.
an epilogue battle royale.
I didn't expect to get this far. Okay. What level? 17.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
1-0,
Okay.
which I'm halfway there.
Uh-huh.
I have to roll 7 or lower on this D10.
Oh.
Drum roll, please.
That's another 0.
What is that?
I rolled 1, 0, and a 0.
So
So
here.
technically, I rolled a 1 or a 10.
So this is where the age-old like argument, which I hate.
Jason, why are you when we need you?
So Jason would say that was 100,
That was 100.
but I have always said that's not 100. That's technically a 10.
That's a 10.
We should go by your rolls, Malcolm. You're the DM.
I know. This is the one time when I don't want to go by my rules.
How
It's your
convenient
game,
that
man.
Jason just isn't here.
Yeah, because Jason would have to argue against this roll. Jason
Yeah.
would be obligated to be like, this is a 100. And technically, I'm like, this.
Jason would argue against this
Yeah.
roll. He hasn't taken any damage. It's just Bart.
Because some
It's
people-
fine. Jason be like, fuck it.
Because what people
Yeah.
say is 100 is actually a 90, was like the 9 on a percentile and a 0 on the other. I think that's supposed to be 100, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Jesus. All right. I am going to. That works.
Granted.
Yeah!
That,
Oh.
that just means for now on, double zeros are a 10 in this game.
Double zeros are a 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
Holy smokes.
I can't use that for 7 days.
7 days.
I just called a god to this plane, man. It takes a lot.
Yeah, that's
You've been calling after us a whole lot.
To be fair, when we were traveling, I just kept rolling because I could only do it every day.
So these.
So
Suddenly,
get a
like
long
the
rest?
fog around you begins to kind of roll in very deeply around the edges of the shrine, to the point where it almost looks like water. There's just mist rolling above the platform, and in the horizon, the distance, there's like a booming in the crest of like thunder, and you see Athreos slowly rowing, and this grant. So what you're asking for is a long rest.
The effects of a long rest.
Does the move the like what is rules is written? This is supposed to give you a long rest, is what you're saying.
Yes, so like the effects of a long rest. Like
Then
how
I will
you've
not-
done it in the past where
Yeah.
like
they-
in that 1 minute where it's like, oh, you guys get long rests.
so what?
So-
It's basically the epitome of you all being transported to like the moments of being in that shrine. Everything kind of slows down. It doesn't slow down for 8 hours, of course, but in these moments, as they tick by, you can feel them and you can feel yourself being rejuvenated. Long rest. Everybody get a long rest. Like this is.
dude. That's gross.
MVP.
It is absolutely gross.
Gross.
And Sophia just looks at Iroas in the sky and says, "That's what a true believer can do."
Do you think it
Atheros
is you
rolling
who
through
is
doing
doing this?
drive-bys.
I mean, she looks spent as fuck at this point. I mean, like every time she calls upon,
Beautiful.
she does this. It takes a lot of effort into her and out of her, and she is like, everyone else looks fine, where she is exhausted almost. That's her turn.
As Sophia ends her turn, it's a new round. Athreos booming in the board. Athreos can help you rest. But he will be will provide you no calm to my spear. And then, as you realize, he reaches up out of the sky. This is not the Avatar. This is the god himself. And he strikes the side, not directly. He just strikes the side of the tower with the spear. And the tower begins to buckle and explode. I need deck saves, kind of doing that move all around again this time.
Hey Bart, you got advantage, bro.
That is a 22.
Oh,
I don't know if this is gonna survive. I don't think so.
Mal, what does a 22 give me?
22 is a fail on this one.
I failed.
I don't
What
think I
about
could. I would need to be a natural
24?
20. Holy.
That is a pass.
Ah.
I'm gonna
20.
use my inspiration to roll again.
He starts to split the shrine in two, like the ground cracks along the center.
Yes, sir. Barely. Did 24?
Yeah, if you got anything other than a 24, you will take what will that be?
Man, that is rough.
There is no way Sophia's surviving ever.
You take either 28 damage or 57 damage. If you failed, you take 57. Bludgeoning.
And 20,
And if you
24.
failed, you give me another strength save to not be flung into the ether. But for your strength save, you get advantage from Athreos, kind of trying to keep you.
I was about to say, thank you for the health, but you clicked off all my abilities that I'd been stacking. So the health's about to go again.
Okay, that's a 28 on the strength save.
Good shit. You're good. You're holding your ground, holding on. The ship is your Athroid soldiers and Kai are on that ship. There's also this. While this is all happening, the Hammerhead is floating around this tower, right? Like hovering within
Just
space.
Oh,
kind
we
of
have advantage on the strength.
orbiting this moment here.
Is it 22 good?
22 is good for the strength.
For the strength.
All right, so everyone's holding their own, slipping, sliding. No one goes prone on this, like holding themselves, taking that damage from like bits of rock and debris as the Iroas is literally destroying his own shrine on the Nykthos here in this moment. He reaches back, lightning streaks across the sky, boom, thunder rolls again. We're at Moby, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do almost the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna jump back in.
Last round.
Motherfucker. That's first attack is a 19.
19 will miss.
Miss. Numero dos is it 21?
21 will miss, unfortunately.
Oh, Balls. I will. I will kind of. Oh, actually, I'm going to stay where I'm at, and I'm going to ghost walk. So I will assume a spectral form. I have flying. And I can hover, and so he has disadvantage on his attack rolls against me.
By the way, were you hovering the last round? Like,
I was on. I kind of had disengaged.
You made it anyway, so I should give you advantage whenever I make you make those checks for the tower because you're flying, right? You don't. You make those advantage. So just remember that.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay, good shit. So that's it for you. He did his major. He struck. He will use a legendary to strike Tyroxes again with a spear. 23 to hit.
Yep.
For 20 radiant.
Got it.
This ends that legendary, and it's Fitz, I think, right? Oh no, did I miss anybody?
I think it's Bart.
Bart, I'm sorry.
Bart's back and then Fitz.
It's Bart. It's Bart, then Fitz.
Bart is back up.
Bart.
Getting that rejuvenation from the second wind as Bart cries out and charging with the trident and the shield as 16 will miss. Second strike, a 24.
Okay. 24 hits.
Dealing 1 radiant and 13 piercing.
Okay.
Third strike, the 19 hit, which misses.
Okay.
With the shield, 21.
21 doesn't hit.
And because of the rest, he has his action surge back.
Oh my gosh.
26 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
That is 12 piercing and 5 radiant.
Jeez, okay. And this staggers the avatar. For the first time you see it like, and it looks bloodied. It looks, for the second, like even Iroas puppeteering it is, Bart, you see as it staggers for the first time, the god in the sky kind of flinches. Like that, like that hurt. Like he kind of reels back off of that blow.
And following that is a natural 20.
Oh, of course it is. Jesus.
Of course it is.
As that staggers back, Bart jumping up to get a clean hit as the trident goes for the helm.
Love it.
And that is going to be 10 radiant.
10 radiant? Jeez.
And 13 piercing.
Okay.
And the final strike.
Jeez.
Is a 17, which misses.
All right. So just the fight that's happening here. Telmoon is also in there kicking ass. Persis is in there kicking ass, if we saw them in the background. Even Medios has kind of joined the fight, like assuming like this is what Medios wants. Like, you know, I mean, this is what his god Iroas wants. It is a fight. It's all about victory here. What Iroas doesn't seem to be happy about is this appearance of THEROS, like, and he kind of moves and turns towards THEROS, and his body shifts, and the anger shifts where he kind of brings his spear up to strike the other god in the clouds, in the sky there. And as that is happening, you all are kind of there in that moment, while also fighting, but like noticing that these gods are having their moment, right? Something changes in the middle of all of this. A voice pierces deeper than even Iroas's. Something grumbling. A voice that seems to gargle on glass and blood. And it says, "Brother, why should you have all the fun? You've summoned me here to enjoy this battle. But what you saw as victory, I will make bloodshed." And you see in the sky this minotaur, and kind of a throw up, he just belches out blood. And from the blood pouring out, just minotaurs begin to rain from the fucking sky. Just bloodied.
If you wanted Teroxys out of the fight, just fucking banish him.
And as they rain down, the one that slams down is the biggest minotaur you've ever fucking seen. And that one begins to go to war with the Avatar as they begin, and it just becomes just violence. The whole tower is leaning at this point. And in the sky is Mogus. He kind of appears, kind of like throwing up like minotaurs and laughing at the same time. In this violent, mostly revolting moment, will crash to black. Teroxys, you gotta be here for this next one.
It's time to go.
I
was made for this.
Good game.
Great game, y'all. This was great.
There have been fights for like 3 episodes, so it usually we end up having like 2 fights stacked back to back. So yeah, the landscape is gonna change a bit with Mogus coming in. Because his shrine was over on the other side, so now he's showing up. So it probably will look a little different as he morphs the world itself a bit. But yeah,
man,
good shit. Mogus has arrived.
Would the effect of that long rest have gotten rid of the deafened condition, or that's still something we got to roll out of?
I would say no, because only because it's an immediate effect, yes, but the soldiers are still there chanting. Now, does Mogus change that? I need to think about, because maybe if anything stops it, it might be Mogus. He might like cut into that chanting. So let me make a note to myself. Maybe you guys get advantage to cut it out, but I think you are still deafened, because it's the way I look at this deafened. It's not the kind of magical like I can't. It's the kind of like, the fuck? Like, it's you guys are in war right now, and shit's just
overstimulation.
It's overstimulation to the point where like you can't. There are gods talking at like full pitch,
what the fuck?
and they're having conversation to the point where like they should just be rolling thunder. It's just like blah 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 blah. Like it's like you guys' brains should just be melting at this point. There are 3 gods. Like hovering over. It's like if you guys are the miniatures on the D&D table and the gods are like standing around it. Like it should just be the most intense, ridiculous moment of their lives.
It is.
Fucking Victory Boy couldn't just let my dude roll by. That's it. He was just rolling by.
He stayed.
Fuck Iroas.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole trying to stab. Oh, I'm not an Iroas fan anymore.
And so it begins.
I read a Reddit post where someone was like, I'm creating this like valiant Iroas character, but like I was surprised to see that in the Theros book, a lot of his followers are chaotic good. And people were like, yeah, like he's like he's like victory over all else. So like he's often focusing on like heroism, but of heroism of like one person and not like of like all people, right? It's like sometimes he'll look at someone doing something heroic, but that thing heroic might be at the detriment of like other people. He doesn't care.
The Greek heroes were shitheads.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Just because you're good doesn't mean you're good.
What's everyone's HP?
And it's a weird thing. It makes a lot of sense that he has a bull body, and then I've been like, as I've been studying these, I've realized like Mogus is a minotaur. In a weird way, like they're like brothers, two sides. Like if you cut the bull in half, Mogus is the front half of the bull that just rages and charges, and that back half that like is a little bit more strategic is Iroas. But they're not far from each other. They're just like two sides of the same coin, and they both just have different reasons for doing the same thing, which is
Honestly, I feel like Mal's been waiting to do this to bring Mogus in just for Josh to be like, all right, fuck him up.
I've been waiting for a Mogus moment for Josh, but like I was like, this is the moment where Josh has to attend the next episode, or we can't even have the next episode until Josh is here.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm exactly bloody again.
Yeah, we both. It's like I went from 108 to 225 to 147.
This shows it's a testament to like how strong. Like at this level, you can't fight anything but gods. Like it's just.
So don't get pissed off when I summon one.
I'm not. I'm actually not. My Mogus is not even It's not a move. Mogus was coming no matter what. It was always at the end of this episode that Mogus was coming, so I didn't even pull that out of my ass. It was just like
I thought he was like, fuck this. You summoned him way too many times. You know what? Here's another one just to fuck with y'all. Hey.
I'm surprised. I was like, I'm like, figured they would think because like all this shit's happening at Iroas' shrine, and we haven't done anything with Mogus. I'm like, Mogus got to be like peeping this. Like, what's going on at the Nykthos, right? Like, it's some shit popping off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanna...
This is a good shot to like just dwindle down that fucking pantheon so we can take it over.
Gonna leave 15 Minotaur heads on Mogus's altar. And then I'm gonna break it.
Minotaurs. It's all kind of shit pop. I need to expand the field. I think because I don't even have enough space for this anymore.
It's time to play whack-a-mole, boys. Whack-a-mole.
Oh man. So yeah, prepare for like another probably another slugfest next game. Even though I thought we'd be in the underworld by now.
We'll get there.
One way or another, we'll end there.
This has been the longest third act of a game that I've ever played. It's been like, yep, we're still third act. Like,
this is ridiculous.
Told us it would be third act, and we're like, okay, what's all the shit we gotta do?
Yeah.
We can't progress, otherwise we can't come back. So we have to get all the side quests.
This is you all on a side quest right now.
We're 100%ing this game. We're 100%ing it for sure.
Well, that's the thing is like when you're on the last main quest, you're like, well, now is exactly a time to clean up everything else in the quest log.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's the part in the game that's like, hey, if you go past this threshold, you do not get to come back. And it's like
we are at that. Like I know if I keep doing the main quest, then it's gonna cut everything else off. So it's time to clean out the laundry list.
I love it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Oh man, good shit. Good shit. Well, anybody?
That's why I'm
down to stick around for a little bit.
And then we're like, we're doing this.
Yeah, we leave.